Hey there, friends. Thanks for checking in. At the range now, we've got the Hudson H9. Already did a tabletop review, talked about the ins and outs of this gun. Now we're going to shoot it, do a little comparison, and see how well the H9 performs. Let's go. Hudson H9. These are my first shots. Let's go. That last shot, I finally tagged that spinner that's on the hostage target. But the idea with the H9 is to drop the recoil assembly, the guide rod and the recoil spring, lower from the barrel. Now we already know this is an unloaded firearm, so it sits about an inch lower, and the result is supposed to be recoil, or reduction in recoil, I should say. It's not bad. I took these were the first couple shots that I've ever taken with this gun. You can see this one has aftermarket G10 grips, although it does come with G10 grips. And the one thing that I liked was that HD night sight, Trijicon HD night sight. It pops out well, even with those orange targets. But it's a bit heavy, a bit on the heavier side. I am not convinced that it reduces recoil, especially with the 9mm. Now, I said from the onset that this would be better suited with a 45 ACP or even a 40, but it's not bad. Heavy gun, expensive gun, right around $1,150 will get you the Hudson H9. It made a lot of people excited when it was first introduced, and I reviewed it last year at SHOT Show. The booth was 2 and 3 people back. Everybody wanted to get a closer look because it's very innovative, and that part I appreciate. It's innovation. But we're going to check it out side by side with a Baby Desert Eagle 3 to see how well this 9mm recoil is reduced compared to a gun of the same size and weight. 15 round magazine does give you a couple, and all in all, not a bad shooting gun, although that was my first couple shots. Let's go ahead and load it up. We'll try it again. All right, so let's see if I can hit anything one-handed. All right, not bad, not bad. I have to say, it feels pretty nice shooting. What I want to do now is get out the Baby Desert Eagle 3 and do some close-ups to see if there is a recoil reduction with this assembly that it has here. Take a look at that right there. And the one thing that this gun does offer is a pretty nice trigger. Now the reset is very short, but you may notice that the trigger detent bar, it's like flipped upside down from what we're used to, so it actually expands out here. So as you pull the trigger, the top of the detent bar is what you engage, and then it goes ahead and fires, and then the reset, extremely short, right there for the follow-up shot. So it does have a nice trigger. It is a single action trigger, and from all indications, it seems fairly accurate. I mean, these were my first shots, and not bad. Everyone fed, fired, and ejected just fine. All right, so here we have the Hudson H9. Here we have the Baby Desert Eagle 3. You can see that both share many of the same specs. I also measured the weight, and they are within an ounce of each other. The one thing that separates these, well, more than one thing, but the price. Here we have $1,100. Here we have right around $600. But both pretty nice guns. Although this is my first experience with the Hudson, let's check out some of the recoil differences, if any. Here we go. right, now we'll check out the Baby Desert Eagle 3. Here we have 124 grain Spear Lawman. So there it is, guys. I have to say, when I shot this side by side with the Baby Desert Eagle 3, I can't say that I felt a recoil difference, although I'll have to get it on video and compare it side by side, but I didn't feel anything that great. That's not to say this is not a good gun. It is a good gun. So far, my experiences have been positive. Is it something that I'm going to add to my collection? Well, probably not. This is not mine. I did borrow it for the review, so I just want to make that clear. It's a very expensive gun. It does have its advantages, and I'm sure there's a market for this. If you're a competitive shooter and you do notice that there is a recoil difference, and this type of recoil assembly will help you stay on target longer, then that's great. This would be the gun for you. But for the average enthusiast, or the person who needs a firearm for home defense, or the person who wants to carry, I don't know, I just don't think that this would be my first choice. There are other guns out there that are far less expensive that perform just as well as the Hudson H9. Now, they are coming out with an H9A that has a polymer frame, same setup here with the drop in the recoil system. However, it's going to be less expensive. Maybe that will be one that would be more advantageous to somebody like me or you. But it did feed, fire, and eject every single round, so I did not experience any problems or issues that were negative. I'm just going to have to see if there was a difference in the recoil, and if so, I did not feel it at the range. If you like videos like this, please subscribe and share. I always appreciate the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching, and you guys be safe.